On this episode of Collecting Star Wars, we're celebrating the 20th anniversary of Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, everyone's favorite Star Wars movie.
I don't think so. We'll see.
But this is no time for debate, it's time to celebrate, so who wants to have some fun?
That's why I'm here.
Well, that's great, so hop in your gunship and make sure you...
Hold on!
Because we're going to rip open a package of 20-year-old action figures.
This party's over.
Come on, Mace, the video's just getting started. Let's see what Yoda has to say.
Begun. The Clone War has.
And there you have it. It's official. So go ahead and send in the Clone Army, because it's time to free the figures on Collecting Star Wars. Welcome everybody to Collecting Star Wars. Well, we're back in the studio today to bring you another exciting episode of Free the Figures. Free the Figures is where we take a Star Wars action figure of 20 years old or older and release it from its plastic prison. So today, from Attack of the Clones, we have C-3PO with the Droid Factory Assembly Line. Really excited about this one. We got it at a toy show over a year ago and just hadn't gotten around to open it. So today is going to be the day. And you can see on the back, it says that C-3PO and the battle droid have interchangeable heads, arms, and legs. Mix and match to create different combinations. Here's the assembly line rig. And it says lift and move heads with a magnetic arm, twist handle to switch heads on the assembly line. Of course, this is from that famous scene in Attack of the Clones when C-3PO gets caught in the Geonosis droid assembly line. So let's check this out. Let's talk more action figure. Let's open this up and have some fun.
My legs aren't moving. I must need maintenance.
And finally, at long last, C-3PO and the battle droid are freed out of the box and ready to rock. Let's check out this C-3PO body first with the battle droid head already on it. Do like this sculpt, very detailed, and the paintwork is really what sold me. I love this version of C-3PO before he gets his shiny gold plating. This is when he's just sort of cobbled together with scraps and leftover parts that haven't been finished, still rough and dirty and tarnished, and the paintwork that went into this, really well done. You can tell it really captures the look of him working in the rough terrain of Tatooine and just the laborious life, and how dirty the wind and the sand must have just blasted him constantly. And so the fact that he looks this colored and looks this worn is really a sensational action figure sculpt. Do like that. And then you've got the battle droid version with C-3PO's head. I like this one. This one's more of that a crimson maroon color red version of the battle droid. It's got the backpack. He's all spindly and skinny like you'd expect. But this one is more sturdy than the one that came with the Mace Windu Attack of the Clones 2-pack. It's not made to fall apart like that, although the limbs are removable. So this one is more sturdy and will stand and hold up a little bit better. And there's C-3PO's friendly but confused face, never quite knowing what's going on, but always gets the job done one way or the other. So good job on these action figures. I do appreciate what they were going for and how they were able to execute it. Now let's take a look at one of the selling points of these action figures, the removable and swappable limbs. It reminded me, of course, of the classic Kenner version of C-3PO, where you could take off all his limbs and fit him in Chewbacca's backpack, just like in the scene where he was being repaired from Empire Strikes Back. But the only drawback with that one is you didn't have a corresponding figure to swap parts with. You could only break him down and build him up again. These two, however, are made to mix and match. So let's see how that works, because just looking at them, it looks like they might not be compatible just because their arms and legs are such different sizes. But if the peg holes are appropriately sized, then it should work just fine. So we'll try to switch out arm for arm here. And let's see. Okay. Do we have a match? Look at that. Perfect fit. We'll stand them up in a minute. In the meantime, see if it works both ways. Get in there. Yeah, look at that. Cool. Not too shabby. Okay. So all the parts are swappable. Legs too, I presume. We'll give that a shot. And just see here, the length isn't going to be the same. You'd have to switch both of them out. Otherwise, there's no way he can stand. But look at that. That's pretty crazy. All right. So that works. That's a lot of fun. There we go. Here's just one of the many unnatural ways you can play with these figures and make life miserable for C-3PO. Lots of fun. It also comes with this great Battle Droid blaster here, which is the classic weapon that we saw first in Episode 1. And it even comes with a little blast effect, which is cool, that little red laser bolt blasting out. So it does attach to the end of the weapon, so there you go. This one's a little bit warped, but I do like the fact that it comes with that blast effect. Something you don't get very often, especially in 3 3/4 scale. So that is a nice addition. All right, so let's bring out the assembly line. Here's the conveyor belt assembly line with the arm that attaches the heads. Give you a quick look around this little setup here. Kind of cool. It's got this arm that goes back and forth and up and down, so you can reach the figures, and it swivels 360 because the figures are different heights. You can adjust to grab the head and remove them as needed. And then has two pegs for each character right there. And it does have magnets inside the jaws of the arms there that correspond to the magnets on top of our action figures' heads right there. So what we'll do is we'll take a second, we will put the feet in the peg holes here, and we'll set them up and get them ready to rock. There we go, no problem. I went ahead and pulled the heads off just because they do snap in rather securely. So I just want to place them loosely because I have a feeling that the magnet isn't going to pull it off of the body if it's snapped so well into place. So we'll just set them up loosely, and let's see if, I don't know if it matters which one we use. We'll hit the magnet to the magnet and check it out. All right, we got it. Let's see if we can get 2 for 2. Nice. So, woo, there we go. So it does work. All right, let's see if we can reattach it here. It doesn't want to let go. Let me see. Drop it right into the neck. And look at that. Unhindered. Didn't have to use my fingers. I wouldn't call it perfect, but it does work. 20 years old, and it gets the job done. That's pretty cool. And that's our Free the Figures review of the 2002 C-3PO with the Droid assembly line. And by the way, happy 20th anniversary to Attack of the Clones. Really excited about that. Wonder if Hasbro is going to re-release any figures like this in anticipation of the anniversary. Thank you guys so much for watching. Follow us on social media. On Twitter, we are at StevoSaysStuff. And on Instagram, we're collecting Star Wars YouTube. You can even follow our other YouTube channel for inspirational videos, and that's called Devo with Stevo. But until next time, remember, be kind, stay strong, because you are the hero of your own story.
I've had the most peculiar dream.